Hi guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to talk about Liu Kang and Cyrax. Obviously, Liu Kang is not a bad character, but when paired up with Cyrax, what happens? We're going to talk about this in a sec. I just want to quickly mention, if Cyrax gets nerfed in the next big patch, I will make another update video about it. If the changes are big, if the changes are small, I probably won't do a video about it. And as usual, if you want, you can use the timestamps below to skip to the parts that you want to know about. Anyway, back to it. What does Cyrax do for Liu Kang? Cyrax does what he does for every character. First part is keeping Liu Kang's strings either safe, which they're all relatively safe unless you flawless block, and even in some cases they change his strings to end up being plus on block, and we'll get back to that in a sec. Another thing is it enhances Liu Kang's damage by, even though Liu Kang does a lot of damage by himself, it just takes Liu Kang's damage to the next level. And we'll be talking about some other things like the Cyrax throw setup in the corner, how much meter you build and how much chip damage you can do, and how to avoid the chip damage and all those types of things. So let's talk about the very first thing on our list, and that's filling gaps. So let's talk about Cyrax in terms of using him on block, right? So right now I've set it up so there are different timings in which you can use the Cyrax Ambush Kameo. The first one I'm going to show you here is one that keeps him minus and safe. So let's do it. As you can see, we cover slightly at the same time. In fact, I recover just slightly before him. But this also means I can't armor through the gap anymore. That is a huge deal, and I take chip damage during this. Now, obviously I can flawless block it and take a lot less damage, but this does not change the meter that Liu Kang builds. The meter building will be exactly the same. You see that he built almost half a bar, and if I keep blocking normally, he still built the same amount of meter. So whether you flawless block or not will not change the amount of meter he gains, but it obviously will save you and will save you in your defensive position. However, what if Liu Kang is a bit more out there, right? Let's say he does the Cyrax a bit later. Right, let's do it. Now, obviously, he recovers a lot faster than that, which means he is plus in this situation. But I can also armor through the gap now, because Cyrax does not cover the gap. However, you have to know the timing difference between this, and you have to know the timing difference between this. So you have to know when the Cyrax comes out is what situation you're being put in, and that is not an easy thing to do. Another thing is the third option, where he does it really late, and he is Mega Plus. Now in this situation, I can't down one. I'm mashing down one. Let's I don't know, I'll mash down 4. Down 4 is not going to work. Now obviously, like I said, he's doing it much later, so you can armor through the gap. Let's try flawless blocking and punishing. Can't punish. So this third situation leaves him Mega Plus, and even if you flawless block, it doesn't make a difference. It only changes the chip damage you take. Doesn't stop him from gaining meter. And it's still his turn. And you have to know that you have punished the gap. But you don't know that he's going to do this as well. And then you make a mistake, then it's still his turn. Relatively, there is, on top of a whole bunch of strings that are like this, that are like Forward 434, like 221 and 121, this is also applicable with those strings. However, there is another strategy Liu Kang can enforce, which is this one. Now you're probably saying, well, flying kick is a high, right? So I can just duck it. You can't, because the move jails on block. So what if you duck the second part of flying kick? Oh, Cyrax hits you. Okay, I'm going to be a good boy, and I'm going to flawless block. He's still plus in this situation. So Liu Kang's best ender on block is flying kick into Cyrax, not to finish his strings and give you a chance to open him up. And talking about gaps, let's see if there is a gap in the flying kick. Doesn't look like it to me, but I will try the armor anyway. Oh, would you look at that? I tried the armor. No armor. Does not come out on block. I'll try one more time. One more time. Nothing. So as you can see, this is why I'm extremely surprised there are not more Liu Kang Cyrax players out there, because this strategy here, this fourth situation he puts you in, actually really screws you over. Now, even though I got hit by Cyrax, let's say I could down one after the second hit. Sorry, I was trying to uppercut there. We'll try down one. Can't down one, because Cyrax is literally right on you. So, like I said, I don't understand why there are not more Liu Kang Cyrax players out there, because this strategy is nuts. You can't armor through it because there is no gap. You can't poke back because there's no gap. And on block, it does a lot of chip damage. Obviously, you can flawless block it like I showed you guys. And it's still his turn. So, we'll see how Cyrax survives the next patch or not. But as you can see, he has so many situations where he can fill gaps, he can make himself plus, and he can do both if he wants to. Not to mention the chip damage and the meter building. But obviously I've showed you guys that all possible situations can be flawless blocked to avoid chip damage. So let's talk about the next thing on the list, and that's the forward throw bomb setup. Is this strategy unavoidable? No. I'm going to tell you guys how to get around this strategy. And by the way, this forward throw bomb strategy is applicable to almost every character on the roster, not just Liu Kang. Because the first time I saw this being done was by Avok13 playing Scorpion. Now, how do you do this setup? First of all, you need to do it in a combo. So you get the combo going, and then with Liu Kang, you want to end your combo with standing 4 into the Cyrax bomb setup. So that looks like this. Now, as you can see, standing 4 leaves you in a situation where Cyrax only hits the opponent and not you. Even more so, you forward throw and they're left in a unblockable situation, which is really, really crazy. However, are there ways around this? Like I said, yes there is. Shang Tsung can always just jump out of the corner. Now, jumping on wake up is super risky, just like every other NRS game. But with Liu Kang, it's even more of a risk because he can just back up and do this. Even more so, you can hold it back so he stays in place. He does this, he anti-airs you and you still die. And the Cyrax bomb is going to go off. Not to mention, there is a part of Cyrax where, I will show you guys in the move list, you can hold the bomb. When you hold the bomb, you literally choose when it goes off, so you will know when to let go of it. Because if you see yourself throw the opponent, you just let go of R1 and it will literally blow them up in the unblockable setup. If you anti-air them, you can let go of it and it acts as another launcher and it won't blow you up either. So this forward throw bomb setup is not unavoidable, but it is very dangerous in this corner situation. Now, there are some characters that can absolutely get out of this situation easy peasy. Smoke is one of those characters that I can think of right now. Very easily get out of this situation. There's a whole bunch of characters that can, but some characters that do not have good wake up options, or good jumps, or good aerial into special move options, they don't have very good ways of dealing with this. Okay, so let's talk about the very last thing on my list before I will show you guys all the optimal combos that I found with Liu Kang Cyrax combination. And that is the wake up game with this character, or this team up I should say. There is a time, so let's just say you get knocked down by Shang Tsung over here, right? And he is going to pressure you. Kind of a bit odd from Shang Tsung because he wants to zone you, but let's just say for whatever reason he wants to rush you down, right, and apply the pressure. So I'm going to let him hit me and wake up. Right, so that is your normal wake up. However, if you want more damage or you want your wake up to be safe, this is what you can do. And it sends them full screen to set you up for your zoning. So let's say that Shang Tsung knows I am going to wake up. In this situation, obviously Shang Tsung would blow me up because back forward 4 on wake up, and because it's armored, it's unsafe for Liu Kang, right? But as you can see in this situation, when I wake up, I recover so much faster than him that I have literally stolen my turn on wake up. Shang Tsung will literally now have to armor his turn back, or just literally take his turn back just for knocking me down. And I'm surprised this is not a thing that people have found on more characters. I'll do it one more time just to show you guys again. Right, so I'm still genuinely surprised that more people aren't playing Liu Kang and Cyrax, because Cyrax is just so busted at the moment. Not to the point as busted means broken, it's just he is by far the best cameo in the game right now, as of this patch, so make sure you check the date you're watching that this came out, because I will publish it. And yeah, it just makes no sense. It makes no sense. Anyhow, I'll leave you guys to it, and I'll see you guys next time, and I hope you guys enjoy the combos. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe.
this?